Hey guys, welcome to another weekly vlog. I am in desperate need for you guys to hold me accountable because I have not had the time or energy to read over the last probably week, but now things are slowing down. I can get back into reading, but I think this is where I struggle the most, is if I've been so busy that I couldn't read. Now I have the days, but I'm kind of like out of the habit in a way. So I'm hoping doing this vlog, it's gonna hold me accountable. I'm gonna get back into reading because I have some books that I really want to read, some highly anticipated reads, but I fear I won't pick them up without you. So that's my goal of starting a weekly vlog today. I actually have some work stuff that I'm doing this afternoon, but I also am working on editing the Patreon vlog. So that's kind of my focus this afternoon. I have some fun plans this evening that I will definitely bring you along for. And then I'm hoping sometime this afternoon, evening, I can at least start the book that I want to. And so we will talk about that, but I need like a snack, a food item, a drink. I don't know. I'm gonna get that and then we'll sit down and I'll give you a couple more updates. It has been a few hours. It is almost 4 o'clock. I am done with work and I'm actually about to head out to drive to downtown Disney because traffic is gonna be crazy and I'm meeting up with a couple of my friends for dinner. So I'm very excited to go. I actually haven't been to downtown Disney. I think I've been to, do they call it Disney Springs in Florida? Like whatever this equivalent is at the Florida location. I've done that. So I'm excited to go here. I'm going to try to get there a little early to walk around some, but we are going to have dinner around 6, I think. So I'm hoping enough time. I just know traffic is going to suck because it's like peak rush hour right now. So we'll see. I did my work stuff. I wasn't able to edit because it turns out the 2 videos I planned to edit today, I filmed them on the same day and there was no audio. I feel like any content creator has felt in their core what I experienced opening up that footage and seeing no audio for both videos, but that's okay. It was like more like single day, single take kind of video, so it wasn't like vlog with no audio, but still sucked. So I didn't have to do that, but I was kind of busy with work, so it's okay, it worked out. But now I'm going to go ahead, head out, and then when I get back, hopefully we can start my book, because I know we didn't chat about any reading, anything, because on my last clip I was like, I'm gonna get some like snacks, some stuff, I'll update you, and then I had like meeting stuff, work tasks pop up, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just chat with them later. We'll chat more when I get home, but for now, let's head out. I'm like, are you kidding me? Look at that face. You're so handsome. Mwah. Okay, let's go to downtown Disney. Good morning, it's the next day. I know we did not talk as much as I honestly thought we would yesterday, so I'm gonna make a matcha and then we're gonna sit down and chat a little. I actually have one of the authors I follow on YouTube. She's doing some live streams this morning, so it's perfect. I love it. I'm gonna use them to first make a matcha and talk with you guys, and then maybe in the next sprint, like if we don't have time in this one, I'm going to start my book. Finally, I got home, I don't know, maybe about 9 p.m. I think last night and did all this stuff with Milo, so I didn't want to like read after that, because if you know me, I am like in bed by 9 and like winding down to go to sleep, and that's usually me like watching a chill YouTube video, like 1 or 2 depending on how long they are, and then I put on my rain sounds and we go to bed. So I was like, I'm not starting a book at 9 p.m. I'm gonna make my matcha. I don't have any of my normal milk, but I do have some oat milk left. So I'm gonna see how it goes. I feel like I'll like it and it'll be fine. It'll just taste a little different. But let's go ahead and make a matcha. Okay, we have a little over 6 minutes left in this sprint. Let's see what we can accomplish. So I did make my matcha. It is good. I was a little nervous because I'm used to doing like 50% oat milk, 50% regular milk, because I do like that oat milk is a bit like thicker and creamier, but I know that it is like a different type of flavor. So I was like, am I even gonna taste the matcha? Is this gonna be good? I just remember this horror story from like a year or so ago when I ran out of milk, but I had like an oat creamer kind of thing. And I was like, oh, I'll just use that as like my entire base. Creamer matcha? Terrible. It was so gross. So I think I was like expecting that. No, this is normal. It's good. I taste the matcha. So with the time left, I'm going to see how quickly I can go through all this, but I want to talk about this weekend's reading plans and reading goals. I have 2 books that I really want to read. They're both pretty short, so I think I can do it, but they're 2 books that are kind of like on a deadline because I either have the ebook or audio checked out on Libby. So first up is This Story Might Save Your Life. This is kind of giving lit fic mystery. You're following 2 podcasters where one of them shows up to the other's place in the morning to do an episode, and her and her husband have gone missing. So the guy finds like broken glass and 2 of them gone, and they're like, what happened? And I think he finds her like drafted unpublished memoir that she's been working on, and he's going to be using that to kind of piece together what happened. I think it's also in the synopsis that pretty quickly, and like rightfully so, like he is a prime suspect, so he wants to prove himself innocent on top of figure out what happened. So I think we get some like regular present time chapters, and then we also have chapters that are the memoir. I only read a couple chapters, and then I felt like I was just too like split focused. I was just listening to it at that time, and I was like, I don't think I'm really following what's going on, so I want to restart it now. But that's what I remember from the synopsis and just kind of the couple chapters that we have previously read. So I'm very excited. That's the one I want to start today. And then the other one I'm hoping to read between the next 2 to 3 days is Stranger Things Have Happened. This is a romance, and it just sounds so out of pocket. You're following these 2 main characters that are strangers and have agreed to be a like fake married couple going to therapy sessions. From what I understand, I think our main female character has a friend that's a therapist, and they're like thinking that a real therapist, like her friends think that a real therapist would understand the difference between a real and fake marriage. And so I think that the main female character and this random guy are like a part of that and being like, well, we'll be the fake married couple and we'll see if your therapist friend knows the difference. I just feel like that's so crazy. So I don't know if it's gonna be like really silly, goofy fun, or like this is so cringy and terrible. We'll see, but both of them are quite short books, and I think I only have like 5 to 6 days left on Libby for each of them, so we really have to book it because I really want to read them. I just haven't been able to start it. So that's the second book that we will pick up after This Story Might Save Your Life. Next, I want to go over my June TBR because I feel like you probably have seen me post about it at this point, but I know yesterday I told you guys that I was going to work on some editing. That blew up in my face. That sucked. That hadn't happened in quite a while. Or even like if I get those clips, it's usually like I recognize it. And so in a vlog, it's maybe just a few clips and then it's back to normal. But to have the entire video, like I don't know if I've ever had that happen. So that hurt my feelings. But I feel like I still want to go over the books that I'm expecting to read in June. So we're going to go through it. I don't remember like what the prompts were or anything, so we'll just go through what the books are. I'm so scared for this one, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, because I'm just not a huge vampire girly. I'm more of a witches girly and sirens, so I'm scared, but I've had this on my TBR for a while. I know some of my friends that just absolutely love this book, and then I can't recall if like all my friends love the continuation or if they like love this but like don't love the rest of it. I can't remember, but nonetheless, I do want to give it a shot and we'll see. And if I like it, but I don't love it, then I can always continue to read this through my library. I don't have to continue to buy the books. So this is one I think I was gifted on like from my wish list for Christmas kind of thing a couple Christmases ago. So this is one I hope to read in June. Then we have Scythe. This has been one also on my physical TBR for quite a long time. I'm scared to read this just because it's just starting another series. I have 2 books here starting another series, but that's kind of how it fell during the TBR, so that's fine. I'm excited for this one because I feel like this just sounds like it could be so bingeable. That's what's like sticking out to me the most. So I also think it's a wild premise for a YA book. Also, I need to mute this because she is going to start talking in like 20 seconds. But it's crazy from a YA book that we have Citra and Rowan are chosen to apprentice to a scythe, a role that neither wants. These teens must master the art of taking life. That is so messed up. I want to read it. This one I'm very excited for. I think the prompt was something about like numbers in the title or something. So 7 days in June. It just felt right. I think Ayana wants to read this as well. She's like, wait, I'm saving this because June's literally next month. It'll be perfect. So maybe we'll end up buddy reading it, or at least I can talk with her about it. This has been on my TBR for probably a year. I can't recall. I think I picked it up from, yep, I was gonna say Laguna Beach Books. Oh, I have the thing here. Last June 18th, 2025. Perfect. I have the receipt and bookmark still in here so we can use that. So I don't know, this is kind of out of my comfort zone, but I think I could enjoy it, so I'm excited to read it in June. This I am so excited for. I don't remember what the prompt was, but I remember like thinking and having this be like the number one thing that popped in my head. There was no other option. This is all about like cult vibe. So it says that Emily is a burnt out, city-weary journalist, retreats to the woods in search of a quiet, only to find an off-grid community living in a radically different way and led by the magnetic Sarah. Drawn into their world, Emily begins to question where the boundary lies between genuine community and coercive control. Are you kidding? It's like right up my alley. I'm so excited for this one. Then we have Next Time Will Be Our Turn. I'm obsessed with this cover. I got it for my birthday last year and I loved it because my friend that got it for me, like, it wasn't a book on my radar, but she saw it, she thought I would like it, and I couldn't agree more. First of all, the back of it, I'm just gonna read like the little top. It says, a grandmother tells her granddaughter about her twisty, often surprising journey to who she is now in this sweeping love story, blah blah blah. So I just feel like this could be a very like wholesome kind of book, one that I would love to start or finish like at the pool or at the beach specifically, but looks like a pretty quick read. I feel like this is just the cutest dang book. I can't help it. I got this, I think sent to me by the publisher. Was it Berkeley? Yeah, I think it's the Berkeley Romance program, but it's not really like romance. It feels more just like the regular Berkeley. Says a witch and her young ward discover a magical walking house and learn the true meaning of home in this cozy, enchanting novel. Are you kidding me? The reimagining of Thornwood House? It reminds me of like a very like light-hearted version of like Thistlemarsh. If I had these two side by side, like this is like bright, beautiful, colorful, the other is like dark and mysterious. I feel like this is gonna be such a good read for when like June gloom is in full swing and it's just like a very gloomy day and I just want to like rot on the couch and read. I'm scared and excited. I think this prompt was something about like a book I've been putting off kind of thing. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is one of those books for no real reason because I think I'll really enjoy this, and I know so many people do. It's a hyped book for a reason, and I'm excited to finally understand the hype and all the love for this. I love drama. I love a good story, and I think that this is a book that could be like a 5-star experience. So the last book I don't have here, it's still in my cutie little pouch, but I believe the prompt was like a reread you've been like needing an excuse to do kind of thing. Happy Place. I am maybe 100 pages into that reread, but it's one that I have been like taking slow and I'm annotating it, highlighting all of the stuff, and so it just takes a lot of time, and I've been only like doing it when I go to the beach and read, or maybe the pool a couple times, but it's only like 10 to 15 pages every time I pick it up. And I'm always astonished at how quickly I dive back into the story and like immediately get like so giddy and invested because I'm like taking these long breaks in between reading it. But that is one that I've just needed the excuse to have on my radar again and like push through and finish that reread. I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited. I need to plan some like beach sessions. Beach sessions. Nailed it. We are gonna kick off into another sprint here. I think that's all the updates I wanted to give. I'm just kind of like easing back into things. This past week was so much fun. It was very busy, and then I had a quick trip to Vegas to go with my mom and her friends to the BTS concert. They went to all 4 nights. I went to the Wednesday night show. So if there's any ARMY fans watching, I don't consider myself ARMY, but like I appreciate BTS and the ARMY fandom and just like how amazing and incredible of like performers and people everyone is. Incredible. So I had such an amazing time. So I literally like drove out, went to the show, drove back the next day, and then we started this vlog on Friday. And that's when I was like busy with work and stuff throughout the day, and then having like the Disney, not Springs, I keep want to say that, the downtown Disney dinner with my friends, which was so much fun. It was so good to see Allie. She was visiting here, and so Riley and I were like, we need to make sure we see her. So that was like great to just hang out a little bit with them. And then now I'm like, okay. Also, I spent yesterday morning cleaning my place. I'm so good about cleaning my space before I leave for any like length of trip, because like no one wants to come back to a messy place. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but I woke up yesterday morning and I was so incredibly overwhelmed with how messy everything was. So it's like I spent the morning doing that and cleaning and feeling good. And then I think I started the vlog in the afternoon. But I'm going to get back into doing all the Sprint stuff, and I will give you an update probably after these sprints are done, and hopefully I've made some progress with this book. Guys, I just finished the book. No, like, what do you mean? It's 12:45. I quite literally just like read and listened to this in one sitting. I definitely didn't expect that. I expected to maybe finish it today, like taking different breaks throughout the day, and I knew that it was possible, but like I could not stop listening to it. This is a book that I like heavily recommend the audiobook. You get so much more. One, it's like told really well because of these like podcast elements, duo narrator, all of that. But like there's also just different elements from like fans like calling in, different tips. Like they just really brought it to life so well. I had a great time with it. I just felt like it was such a fun, unique story. I loved that lit fic feel by like the additional memoir side, and it being told literally here, LA, Santa Ana. Like it was so cool to read and listen to. I had a great time. I fear I had a great time with it. It's hard to ever give these kinds of books like 5 stars, but it's probably like 4 seems too low with how much I was enjoying it. Maybe 4.25. I just found like the audiobook was so gripping. Like I could not stop listening to it when I was taking Milo outside, when I was making some lunch. Like headphones were on all the time, and then whenever I was sitting here I was also physically reading it. But this is a book you definitely need to listen to, like on audio versus just reading it physically. I think you miss out on so much of the story by just reading it physically. Wow, that was so cool. That was so cool. I feel like I'm gonna take a break for sure. I have about 4 hours until I need to leave for my evening plans. So I don't know if I'm gonna end up starting. What's the book called? Stranger Things Have Happened. But maybe I will. Maybe I'll like start it before I leave. I'm doing a like night market, like a food market with my friends tonight. I'm so excited. I've never been like this back-to-back busy because I definitely need days to not have plans, and like leaving my house to go do things. I feel like it does feel different if I'm going to someone's house to like hang out versus like, oh, we're going somewhere for the evening. And so having the trip to Vegas and then like coming back and having the Disney, like downtown Disney dinner, and then this, I'm like, I need to not leave my house for a long time after that. But I'm very excited. I'm excited for all the food. Oh, we went last year. You just gotta try so many different things. Like, you spend all your money definitely like there on the food because the tickets aren't expensive to get. It's just like, I think maybe they were like $6 or something. Very cheap. But then you spend quite a lot of money there. But it's great if you go with friends because then you're like splitting like the food and like the cost of everything. So you're like, well, I don't want to like eat the full thing of everything I'm buying, so I'm gonna be full after like 3 different purchases. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go lay on the couch and like breathe. Maybe take a nap. I just finished getting ready. I need to head out the door so I can get some gas before Milo and I drive to Riley's. Riley and I are going to drive together. Milo's going to stay with her husband and have a fun little play date that he doesn't know about because he looks so like sad and thinks I'm leaving him. But after we last talked, I was like, I'm going to go hang out like on the couch and relax for a little bit. I skipped the couch, went straight to bed. Milo and I napped for like 2 hours off and on. I'm not a huge napper, but the last couple days, absurd. Absolutely absurd. So I'm glad that my body's like listening and like, girl, if we have the time to nap, let's just take advantage of that. So that was really great. And then I woke up and it was a little after 3 and I was like, I really need to get up. So got up, took Milo outside, ran around a bit, and then now we came in. He actually ate more than normal. Like, he hasn't been consistently eating, and he had like half of his breakfast this morning and then he ate the other half when we got back inside, and I was like, are you hungry? And so like I give him an additional like full serving and he demolished it. So amazing. He's just having a very early dinner, I guess, and I'm bringing a couple snacks for Riley's husband to give him while we're away. But I'm ready to go eat a lot of food. I feel like I've been steadily eating throughout the day, like little things, so I know I'm gonna be hungry, but also hopefully have like enough room to try a lot of things. Fingers crossed. Good morning, happy Sunday. I am in desperate need of a home pickup, home tidy up. It's not like messy dirty, but it's just kind of like cluttered. I have random things that need to go in other places. I am doing live streams here in about an hour, so I feel like it's a perfect like little timer to get a bunch of small things done before I jump on and do some reading sprints. I am going to be starting Stranger Things Have Happened in that live stream, so I'm very excited to get to that. But I'm not going to feel good if I'm sitting in this chair looking at this. So I need to do that. And I am kind of low-key, high-key in desperate need of groceries, so I might do like an order pickup so that I am being like smart about what I'm getting. I feel like if I go to the grocery store with no list, but also just like when I need a big restock of things, it's so easy to just get out of hand. And I'm like, we don't need all that because I'm actually only home for like a week-ish, a little over a week, and then I'm gone for a week, so I don't want to get a lot of stuff. I kind of just need odds and ends to help me get through this week. So that's what I'm going to do. Also need to make sure I have everything for Milo, so make sure I order anything I need to for when I'm gone and my friends are taking care of him. But okay, I'm gonna start the time lapse and we are gonna get to cleaning. Okay, I feel very accomplished with all the cleaning, all the tidying, and then I also did a little bit of work stuff. Now I have my matcha. I have some breakfast that is oatmeal, which felt so weird making it with oat milk, but that's like all I had. I can't make it with water. It's just too, I don't like it. I don't like it. But I was like, oat milk with it doesn't, I don't know how that's gonna taste, but we can at least do a taste test of my matcha. It's so good. I also did a grocery order delivery. Normally I do a pickup, but I looked on Walmart and they had like join our Walmart Plus for $1 for the month and you get like free delivery over $35. And I was like, amazing. I know I'm spending $35 on groceries. So they're going to deliver it this afternoon and I will have a good replenish of things. I have 2 minutes until I go live, so I'm going to just take a couple bites of this settle a little bit and probably just see you on the other side. I don't plan to do a long stream. I just want to do 2 to 3 sprints and call it good. But because I was not able to post a video today or last Thursday, then I want to kind of like do a live stream to sort of make up for that. But yeah, okay, I will see you when I'm done, and I will have a reading update for you guys. It is a while later. We streamed, I think, probably a little over an hour and a half. I feel like we gapped a good amount as well, but it's almost 12:15. I do have a basketball game starting here in about 15 minutes, so I'm excited to use this like little break I've had as like a little break, a little reset, and then once the game starts in about 15 minutes, we can get back into reading because I really want to finish this book, and I think I could do it while the game is on because I think I have probably like an hour and 40 minutes worth of reading left, and the games are usually like 2 hours. So it's kind of like if I don't finish it in the game time, then I feel like that was just me being distracted doing other things. But wow, so bingeable. Clearly, I am flying through this book. I'm on page 145. I'm having such a good time with it. Cassie, right, is her name? Yeah, Cassie West. I want to look up more of her and her work. Like, is this her debut? Does she have other work? Like, I get so nervous reading specifically romance, like new authors, because I'm just like, if I love it, am I loving it because you've grown as an author and like this is so good? Or like, is your backlist that good and I also need to read it? You know what I mean? It's like very conflicting. So I'd hate to go back and read something that they've previously done and like not love it as much, but it's just because they are growing as an author, you know, and like getting better with every book. I don't know. But this, I feel like her dialogue is incredible. It's so real. It feels like an authentic conversation that you have within like the different like relationships and connections, whatever. Because I don't want to say like relationship as just like the, well, I say like romance, but I mean they are strangers learning each other for the first time. But also her like conversations with her friend, with her mom, with her like coworker stuff. Like I feel like everything just feels like a normal conversation, which I really like. I feel like that's what makes this so bingeable and just easy to like keep going. The chapters are a really good length. They're not incredibly short, but they're not so long. So I feel like you get through each one relatively quickly. You're like, oh, that didn't take that long. Like I'll just read one more. Then you accidentally read the whole book. So that's what I plan to do. I just want to keep reading this. I only have 3 days left on the audiobook, so I need to finish it. And I figured I don't really have anything going on today, so it's the perfect day to just rot and read. I would love to finish this and start a new book, would be my ideal goal, because I don't have plans. I think I have work tomorrow and plans tomorrow after work, so it's just like I don't know how much reading I'll get done. And then Tuesday's pretty busy as well, so I just want to take advantage of today and relax, read. I still feel like the swollenness and the fact that I can't fully like use my mouth and words and everything because it just feels so stiff and sore. But it hasn't like hurt a ton, so that's nice. But this sore needs to go away. It needs to go away. I love this book. It was so good. It was so perfect for like the summertime. Great if you want to like be going to the pool all weekend, you're going on a beach vacation, like you want a book that is a page turner, something you're going to fly through, get into quickly. I loved the banter, the dialogue, the connection, the chemistry. It was all here and so easy to just fall in love with. I want to make a clarification. On the back it says Sutton, our main female character, she's managing her newly opened restaurant remotely while taking care of her ungrateful sick mother. It doesn't like talk any more about that here, but she's not dealing with like a sick mother, because it's not like her mother has cancer or dementia like other recent like rom-coms out there. Like that is a very heavy topic to be reading and emotionally devastating on page. This is more like her mother got in a car accident and is going through it like during recovery. Like she's needing help getting around the house. She can't do all these tasks by herself. Like she's going to physical therapy. Like it's that. I don't know why she uses sick here. I mean, besides the fact that she's just like an ungrateful person, that's correct. Sick in the head maybe, for sure, but not that type of plot line. So I do want to make that caveat, because I feel like someone reading the back of that would be like, I don't know if I want to read a book with like a dying parent again. You know what I mean? So that's what I'll say on that. But our main female characters, Sutton and Elijah, the main male character, I love them. While I understand it is not, you know, normal to have two strangers go to like a marriage counseling situation, you know, like I get that. However, it did feel very organic, just how they grew as individuals in this relationship and getting to know each other and developing those feelings. I just really enjoyed our main female character, Sutton, and Elijah. God forbid we have a man that just like communicates and is caring. You know what I mean? Like, God forbid. I just really loved him here. Like, he was so good. And so I can't recommend this enough. Definitely add this to your summer TBR. This is the book you're bringing with you on your beach vacation, on your pool days, all of it. This is your book. Good morning, happy Monday. It's a little after 9. I just finished getting ready, and by getting ready, I mean I did my hair and makeup, but I'm gonna work from home today, so I'm still in my like comfy clothes. I need to turn on my lamp. Like that sets the mood and tone for the day, so I need to turn that on. But I'm so glad that I have a job that allows me to essentially do whatever I need to each day to be the most productive with my job. So some days, like, we have meetings that maybe I don't even need to be in person for, but I want to be in person for, or I have a lot of tasks that either I'm going to be most productive to do at home, or I need to go into the office, lock in, and do them. So I love that they kind of just like trust me, at least in kind of my team and my role. I have that flexibility. So I'm taking advantage of that this morning, because I know that we have to be in person tomorrow and I have plans after work today. So we'll see if I decide later I want to go in the office for a little bit. But for now, I'm planning to work from home. Milo is sulking because lately I have only been like getting ready, like going into the bathroom, doing my hair, doing my makeup, whatever, when I'm getting ready to leave, and oftentimes leaving him here. So I feel like he's sulking like she's leaving again. And that is a me problem, because I have not been getting ready for the days. I've always done like my skincare, but it's rare that I've done like hair or even light makeup, because I'm not going anywhere. And I was in a pretty good habit of at least like putting on some blush, putting on like some bronzer, I don't know, concealer, like a little something to like put me together for the day, even if I was working from home. So trying to get back into that, because that made me feel really good, and I felt like it kind of set the tone for the day. Even if I was going to be in like comfy clothes, there's something about like brushing your hair and curling your lashes that just sets the tone. So I am going to be working from home, but we need to have a pretty good productive day today. I need to intro another vlog, because I want to do a like specific type of reading vlog. I'll give you like very vague reading updates here, but not like book specific, all that. Like, I'll just kind of acknowledge, like, last night I started a book for that video, and it's like the second book in a series, and I had to go on and like find a recap of book 1, really just like the ending, because I remember like the vague bits, but I really wanted to jump into book 2, and I was like, I just needed like a gentle reminder. I did find a little summary. It's not like insanely popular to where there's a lot of sources out there, but when I opened up this book, this is actually an ARC, and I opened it and I saw like book 1 summary. I don't know if this is going to be in the final copy. I hope it is, but like all series need this, because also the author is gonna like give you a solid summary, but really make sure that you know the parts that you need to heading into the next book. So I really love that. I don't have time to be rereading books all the time to read the next book in a series as they come out, because we have like over a year apart, but there's also so many series out right now and like continuing to get new books. I don't have time for that. So I think this needs to be the standard. I loved it. And then I read about 5%. I don't know. I read like a few chapters. I don't know how big this book is, but I got right back into it. Like, her writing is just so good. So I need to officially intro that vlog, and then I need to make some matcha, make a breakfast of some sort. I had like a V8 energy kind of drink when I was getting ready, so I feel set, accomplished, ready to have my matcha. So I'm gonna go ahead, make some breakfast, and then get going with work. I have wrapped up with work and I just finished getting ready, which just means changing out of the clothes I was wearing all day into other comfy clothes that I can wear going to the beach with my friends. We are going to go get some pizza down in Laguna and then go to the beach afterwards. We have gone back and forth. Every time we get pizza, it's like, are we going to take it to the beach, take cute pictures, and eat cold pizza? Or are we going to eat warm pizza and then go to the beach, like hang out, sit, chat? We're doing the eating warm pizza, and I'm very excited. I think they have a Gina's Pizza in Laguna and in Malibu. If you're near either location, their margarita pizza is to die for. To die for. So, I'm very excited. We have not had Gina's. I have no idea. I know I had it for my birthday, because I was like, that's my only request. Let's get Gina's Pizza and hang out at the beach. That's perfect. Like, name a better birthday, I'll wait. But I think that was the last time I had it, so I'm very excited. But I have about 20-ish minutes before I need to leave, so I think I'm going to take this time to do some reading for the other vlog. So I will see you when we go to the beach.
Sunrise in West Virginia, sleep talking on the front porch, running barefoot to a creek. We learned to drive the van, then we had to hide it from the fishermen. 2 French braids made believing, like my own sister. Our souls weave together, beaded bracelets I won't forget. Friends forever. Counting up our crawdads, both of us 8 years old. Clawfoot.
Hello, hi. It is almost 6 p.m. the next day. Today has been a very long work day, and then Milo had training at 4:30 for an hour, so we just got back home. I just got on some of my comfy clothes, and I am ready to tackle this evening, but I want to show you a haul because yesterday I got some junk journal stuff in the mail, and I'm so excited. I got 2 sticker sheets. This is from Letters to Apollo. I love them because they're such like an affordable brand. They have the cutest stuff. So this sheet is the Opal Coast, and then this one is Midnight Sun. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, it's like so perfect for summer. And then they had paper layers. That's just essentially like a paper book. And so it's like the same colors. Hold on. Isn't it cute? I feel like all the colors are just so summer and perfect, I guess. And I feel like this is a really good way to just get a lot of like fun background colors. I think this was $18. Not too terrible with the amount of paper in here and all the different like color combos and patterns. And then I think these were like 5 something each. So perfect for me. Loved it. And that's pretty much the update. Like, the beach was so good yesterday. The pizza, I love Gina's Pizza so much. The margarita pizza just hits different. And then we just went and found some grass area to watch the sunset. It was high tide. And unless you're on like Main Beach in Laguna, like there's not a lot of space to work with on like ocean sand cliff. So we're like, let's just like stay up on like the grass area that overlooks the water and the pretty sunset. So we did. It was really good to just like relax and do that on a Monday. I feel like that's what we tell ourselves, like every single time we just like remind ourselves that like we can do things like that on a weekday. And Dana's so good. I feel like she said this before, but like the fact that we live somewhere people vacation to and just kind of taking advantage of that. Like I live in such a beautiful place and it's so easy to get caught up in the day to day that I don't go to the beach, where I'm like, girl, it's like a 30 to 40 minute drive with traffic. Like, let's go, you know? So I'm hoping I can also work with Milo more on going. Like he did so good when we were there for his birthday, but he doesn't settle. So I feel like he did really good walking around, but it would be hard to like take him and be like, let's just sit for a while. Yeah, but that is what we're working towards. So I'm going to make myself some dinner, which is taquitos. I love like beef taquitos with some salsa to like dip it. Yes. And then I'm going to hopefully make some like some sort of progress, some sort of dent in this book. I only read a chapter yesterday. Read that chapter very quickly. I just didn't have time because when we got back, it was like 9 p.m. and I was like, I'm not gonna read. I'm tired. But I'm hoping it's early enough in the evening I can do some reading. So I do need to update the other vlog as well. But I wanted to chat with you guys, say hello, even though you'll probably not hear from me again until tomorrow. Today was just so busy. I had to be like in office. I also had to do a lot of stuff in the morning, like at home, work-wise, driving. Ugh. But I did get boba. On my way back home, I was like, I'm stopping to get boba. Milo did good at training, in case you're curious. This is like an obedience 1, because he nails these things at home and he nails them 50% in the wild. But I needed more like structured help in a like, not one, like, I didn't want private training. I mean, despite the fact that that is definitely more expensive, I also like wanted it to be like a mini group session because I needed to work on training him in a structured environment, like with other dogs in the room kind of thing. So this has been perfect, and he is knocked out on the couch. He's so tired. We put his brain to work today, but I'm thinking probably by the end of this week, I just need to like look at my money. I'm like, I have no idea like what I've spent the last while bit, and I feel like I've spent a lot of money like going on like the mini trips and going out to eat and all the things, and I have more trips coming up, so I just want to make sure I don't do something stupid. But I think I want to sign him up for like the Obedience 2 class with the same instructor, and like that's starting right after this kind of thing, so it'd be perfect to just like keep going with it at least for 1 and 2, and then we'll see about 3 and 4. I don't need a perfect dog. I just want to kind of, I don't know, like tighten up a couple of the like commands, like recall. I want to be able to confidently take him out off leash places that he's allowed to be off leash and things like that. Like otherwise he does an okay job. Honestly, he does a pretty okay job at everything else. Recall's scary, but then there's also like his just overexcitement with people he knows specifically. He just doesn't know how to regulate those emotions all the time. He's gotten so much better though. I just don't want him like obviously jumping on people, but also like being mouthy. So as much as he's not gonna like draw blood, I don't think a child nor an adult that doesn't know him would want like their hand in his mouth at any point. You know what I mean? So like that's what I'm hoping is like these different training things are helping to like regulate his emotions. And I know he's still a puppy, like that adolescent energy and everything. Like I know that he's just a year old, so he still has a lot of energy, but I don't know. I've liked the training so far, and it's like such an affordable option for me right now because I looked at training. Has anyone looked at dog training before? Thousands of dollars. It's insane. I'm like, no, that's not my personal journey. I'll keep him on leash. Okay, I'm gonna eat. Honestly, just like take a minute to like sit. Just sit and not have anything to do. I did finish editing my video earlier and I uploaded it and just posted it to Patreon for like early access. So I feel good that I checked that off. And it should be the last video that has fallen victim to the no audio situation. We'll see. Okay, hello, hi. It's the next day. It is 12 p.m. I have had, I don't even know. The thing is, like, I need to kind of check myself because I had a good morning where like I woke up, I just basically like threw myself together-ish enough to head into the office because the inside of our office like completely is being like repainted, not remodeled, but like they're changing a lot of things, and so they wanted people to like take down anything they had on their office walls and like personal items they just want like kind of put in a box, that kind of stuff. And so I don't work tomorrow the next day, so I was like, let me go in today and do all that. So I came in, I had Milo, he was great. I took a couple meetings, and then I was like planning to come like back home and work here for the rest of the day. So when I was leaving the office, I realized I had about an hour before I needed to jump on another call, and I was like, I'm gonna take this time to do like a training session with Milo in a familiar environment, but not one we've done like much training in, like a nearby park. So I went and did that, and that's just like where everything fell apart because I thought it would at least go like okay. In hindsight, I think he got quickly like really hot and overstimulated, but I had about 3 minutes with the guy, maybe, before he just like went ballistic. And for him, that's like not even zoomies, it's more like he like biting at the leash, trying to play tug of war with it and like running in circles, but then like gets mad when he has the leash then like tangled all up in his limbs. It's like a 20-foot leash I was working with, so I could work on like recall and things. I say in hindsight, I think he was just really hot and got overstimulated like pretty quick because there's some like shaded spots in the area, and so instead of like immediately walking home, honestly I needed to decompress, so I took him into one of the shaded areas. We sat down and he immediately like had let go of the leash. He like sat on his own and then lied down on his own, and he was staying lying down with like no treat reinforcement, no words of encouragement. Like normally he might lay down like that, but he'll get up fairly quickly on his own, just like I don't know, bored I guess. But like we need to work on our communication. I think I need to learn how to better recognize that that could be what's causing him to act like that. Like he needs out of the heat versus he's just like really excited and wants to play and like doesn't want to sit and focus and train. Like there is a difference. I need to learn that with him because I think I was like definitely short-tempered. And then like I just found myself so frustrated. And I was like trying not to just like cry in public. Like what is going on? He hasn't had really like episodes like that. They're very, very far in between. So it's like when something like that happens, it feels like you're moving backwards. But I do need to recognize he has way less of those than he did when I first got him. So it is progress, but oh my God, I still am like emotionally, mentally recovering. Like, I'm just like so frustrated. It's more like the emotional frustration. Not necessarily with him. Like there's an aspect of like, please Milo, listen. But I also know like it comes down to how much I like am disciplined with training him in different environments. So, you know, I feel like if you're a puppy mom, like you've gone through any process of like training a dog, you know what I'm feeling. I'll check stuff here in a minute. And then I'm just gonna have YouTube playing, decompress, maybe tidy up a few different things just to make sure I am looking at a purely clean environment. And then breathe. And I'm gonna breathe a little bit. I honestly thought I was gonna do quite a bit of reading last night, but I think I was just so freaking exhausted from the last several days of just like constantly going and doing things that when I had an evening of doing nothing, I just found myself like sitting on the couch and like staring at my TV. And like and then I like went outside with Milo for maybe like an hour or something in the evening, and that didn't really go to plan. Sometimes there's like a park available, like a kind of like a community cutie little dog park, like no one's in it, like I can just like take him in, he's off leash, I can sit and read. That wasn't an option. And then anywhere I'd normally like sit with him, it was just like so busy, so I didn't read when I was out with him. And then by the time I got back in, I was like tired, like I'm just tired and I want to get ready for bed, so didn't do any reading. But maybe today will be different. That's my goal, and we'll just see what happens. I just want to go take a nap, if I'm honest. I feel like every day I wake up and I'm like, you know what, I just like don't think we should have to work on a Monday. Or like yesterday, I'm like, who's making me do my job on a Tuesday? And then now it's Wednesday, and I'm like, frankly, I just don't think we should be forced to work on Wednesdays either. So I don't really know where that leaves us. This is a long, chatty update, but I know I didn't talk with you at all yesterday. Well, I did one check-in. Okay, I'm gonna get back to work, and I'll check in with you guys later. You guys, I just got back from the mail room. I got notified of one package that was put in a locker, but when I went and picked that up, I saw that I had 2 more just hanging out. That's kind of what happens when you have like a mail room like that and all the lockers are full. They just like put them on the ground, but because I didn't know they were coming, I didn't know they were sitting there waiting for me. So we have 3 books to unbox. I have like put in different requests, but I really don't know what. And I don't know how long those 2 have been like sitting there. So let's open up the one that I was actually notified of today. I think this is all from Penguin Random House. Ancient History Between Us. Okay, summer romance. Also, this cover is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I think there should be like a paper in it, right? Usually it says, hey, no. I don't recall. I'm assuming this is like, no, huh. Like, it kind of looks familiar, but I don't remember, like, requesting it. Nonetheless, she's stunning and an amazing flop. This is giving take it to the pool. I don't know, like, why. It just gives that energy. Oh, that cover. Oh, that cover. I remember requesting this one. I think this is probably from Berkeley Romance. Oh my gosh. Yes, just like yes. Milo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Can we sit? You're weird. Okay, then we have one more. Practical Magic. Oh, I remember requesting this one. This has been out for a while. I don't remember how long, but this cover is so beautiful. I'm practicing patience with you right now, but please. I love the sprayed edge on here too. To actually just have more of a quote, because I don't love this. Like, just give me something if you're gonna make a sprayed edge paperback nonetheless. But I'm excited to finally read this because it's been on my radar for a very long time. So this is the haul. I feel like we have such a good, fun variety. These 2 definitely give like June, July energy. They just do, like, summer storms hit different. And then this is obviously like vacation. And then we have like a fun, magical type of book. So this is perfect. I have quite literally been sitting on this couch for hours. It's 6 p.m. I almost took a nap a couple times. So I haven't been reading. I'm thinking about scrapping the second vlog I was filming, like the reading physical or ebooks or whatever the title was gonna be, like, only video, because Milo, can I please talk to the camera? Just because the last 2 days, I don't know, I have a hard time filming those kinds of videos when I start it and then like I immediately like can't read for several days. Whether or not it's just like mentally, or I have like a very busy just like couple of days with work or plans or whatever it may be. And I think because I'm also like limiting it because of the whole like physical only and all these other audiobooks I have, like I can't read those because hello, I'm supposed to be reading other books, but sometimes I don't have the mental capacity. Like, I think yesterday or today, like, I feel like I've had moments where I'm like, wow, kind of wish I could read, but I like don't want to read just physically. I feel like I'm too tired for that, or my brain's tired, or whatever it may be. So I'm thinking about scrapping that video and just like reading the ebook, but alongside other books. So that's kind of where I'm at. I just got back inside with Milo. We were out for, I don't know, quite a while. We did some training. It went a lot better this time. I didn't take him to like the park field thing. I went to our like community dog park and did the same type of premise, putting him on the long leash. He did well. He started to throw a fit once, like towards the end kind of that session. And I was like, okay, we're just going to take you off that. Like, you're fine. You did good for a little bit. And then we went on a little walk. And during that walk, we did little bits of training, like stopping to do training or doing it while walking, and he did really well during that. So that helps my mood a little bit. Love you, my little sunshine. But now I'm just watching WNBA for the rest of the evening, and I'm hoping I find the will to read, but won't be upset if I don't. Okay, it is so beautiful out, and I decided to come to the pool. I have not been just like outside at a pool or the beach, like laying out kind of thing, in so long. It's summer. Like, I feel quite pale if I'm honest. So, I wanted to come out today. It's so beautiful. There's no one here, and I have my book. I have my Bloom Pop. I went and grabbed a sandwich, so I feel like I'm set for at least a couple hours, and I just want to chill out in the sun, hopefully do some reading, but I think to start, I just want to literally like bask in the sun. I also brought stuff to paint my toenails because that desperately needs done. What is that? This is gonna sound so lame. I was just honestly like running in the sun. I was talking with friends. It was great. I've hit the point that like I miss Milo. I just want to go get him. I want to go get some boba, and I think I want to go somewhere to walk around with him. It's quite warm, so I'm wanting to find a place with shade, but we'll see. He hasn't been to Irvine Spectrum, so like that could kind of be fun. It might be crowded. I don't know, but I kind of just want to go do something with him. You guys, I just got my boba, but I had kind of like a credit or coupon, gift card, whatever, on my account. And so I got 2. And I only had to spend $4. I wanted it. I wanted it. So I got a strawberry milk tea. This is kind of different than the one I usually get, but I got lychee in it. Stunning. And then I got, well, shake it now, but the brown sugar milk tea with regular boba. So I'm gonna drink a lot of this right now, and we're gonna head to the Irvine Spectrum Center. And honestly, I just want to walk around. I want to walk around, maybe find somewhere to sit, like a couple different spots for him to be able to kind of like settle and work on settling in a different place. But otherwise, I just want to take him somewhere new. I want to walk around. Really not going to do much like in-store shopping. This location is like an outdoor mall, so a lot of them are dog friendly, but like, to be so for real, I don't know if this is like TMI for Milo, but like, I don't trust him 100% when it comes to like marking something and being able to catch him before he does it. So he's not neutered yet, and those tendencies are still there. So I am like, maybe let's like not go into stores unless I am watching him like a hawk. So let's go ahead, head to Irvine, and take Milo somewhere new. Can't even see him in there. God, he's so cute. You guys, we're back home, and I just need to brag about Milo real quick because I am so incredibly proud of him. Yes, I know I did not film anything at the Spectrum. I'm giving you guys a haul here in a second, but I really just needed undivided attention to Milo because I had no idea what he was going to be like. First of all, we had like probably 40-ish minutes in the car by me stopping to go get the boba, then driving to the Spectrum, and so he was already kind of like antsy and like anticipatory of like where are we going, and I can't wait till I get out and like roam in a new place kind of thing. So considering we were at Irvine Spectrum, which is an outdoor mall full of so many people, so many new smells, different environment, like it's overstimulating, like as is on a perfect day just for humans, and like mix in 80-degree heat and a lot of people, now that it's like summertime, we have kids out of school, just people kind of, it's not like a tourist spot, but if you're visiting Orange County, a lot of people go there for an outdoor shopping experience. So like it's always crowded, and he killed it. We intentionally like walked around. I had no like shopping in mind. Like when I was going, I just wanted to take him in a new space. I think I kind of talked about that before. So we walked around for quite a while. And then once I noticed he was getting like more tired, like less like interested in trying to sniff everything, then I went into Aerie, which he did so well. That was, I don't know if I've taken him in another store that's like a clothing store where I have no idea, but like he did so well. He did say hi to a couple people, and he did not like, I wouldn't say bite because it's never a bite, but he didn't get mouthy with them. I was very happy. He was excited for sure, but they kind of matched that energy. So then I'm like, guys, you're not gonna help. But he did really well with those interactions. And then when he got like even more sleepy, I guess, so to speak, afterwards, then we went and we sat down, and he lied down for so long, like so long for him specifically. Like anytime there's like a noise, or maybe someone would like not like scream, like oh my god, like, you know, you see a friend or something, like he would like jump up to that, like, oh, what's going on? Like he lied down for so long. We had kids come and sit near us. He never like went to even get up and sniff them. We had a lot of crowds coming both ways, dogs passing. Like he was consistently lying down. I was so proud of him. And then we went into American Eagle after that, after him laying down for a bit, and he definitely had his like threshold met after I checked out. And by threshold, it really just means like his crash out is biting on the leash. Not always like trying to bite it to get it off of him. This was more of that like, I want to play. Like someone just said hi to me. It really hyped me up. I'm done and I want to play. So like, what are we going to do about it? The leash is kind of his, that was my like, okay, we got to go. Which I was already hot because we'd been there for 2 hours. I was tired. I get overstimulated. So considering just like all of those interactions, he did so well, and I'm just so incredibly proud of him. And I feel like anyone that's like watched me with him, I mean, hello, compared to yesterday, whirlwind of a difference. But I feel like you just have kind of known him and like watched him grow up, and like that's crazy. And so I just wanted to brag about him. Now for kind of the fun part is I do have a haul for you guys. So, hi baby. Look at him. Look at him. You're so cute. Look at that face. Oh, for sure. Okay. Hold on. I don't impulse buy all that much. Like nowadays I've gotten so much better at that, but there's always things in my head that's like I go into my closet and I feel like I'm missing certain pieces. So for me, I feel like I consistently miss like fun tops, not like crazy going out kind of tops, but I have a bunch of these like kind of tank tops. Why don't I have like not this like basic cut fabric tee, like tank tee, whatever? Like that's kind of what I'm missing. So that's always on my radar. I wanted one new bikini for the summer, but I think I talked about that previously, and I was like, I'm just gonna wait until I find like a sale or something, and then like fun color in my wardrobe. So that's kind of what's always on my mind. Aerie and American Eagle, sister companies, but like both of them had really good sales. They always have really good sales in person. I feel like I get way more for my money going in person, which is not always the case. So I'm always happy to go. I got this new bikini. I'm obsessed with the coloring and the pattern. It kind of goes with the shorts that I have on. I don't have bikini in this color, and I was really hoping to find something. So then I got the matching bottoms, which I think the top was on sale, the bottoms weren't. But look at this extra detail. Oh, are you kidding? Yes. So very excited for that. I feel like that's gonna look really good with the tan. And then I got these two tops, one in yellow, one in blue, but these are kind of like the fun tanks, you know, like I can wear this with jean shorts over a swimsuit, my regular jeans, just something different than this basic cut in fabric in a different color, you know, like we have a different situation going on here. So this kind of buttery yellow, and then this like sky light blue. Love. I think those were 30% off each. And then later when I went to American Eagle, I got this top for $10, just a bright, kind of different kind of cut, and I wouldn't say pattern. Well, definitely a different pattern because I'm not usually like a red stripe kind of girl, but it's such a vibrant red. I love it. And we have like the buttons up top, and the cut is like, it makes sense in my head. I'm obsessed with it. And then the checkout, these were not on sale, unfortunately, but are you kidding? Are you kidding? Yeah. So had to get these. And then the last thing I got, these were 40% off. Say less. Say less. These are perfect for the beach, lounging. I love that it has some green, like a light green and a pink stripe. So it's not just your basic, like, blue and white striped pant. You know, we have some fun colors in here. So I just really like these. They had a pink version. I was like, let's just like slow down. Slow down, JC. I don't know if we're quite there yet, but I loved everything that I got. Did I plan to spend money there? No, but I'm very happy with the things that I got, so it's okay. And I'm just so incredibly proud of Milo. But it is now 4 p.m. He is going to be knocked out for hours, I assume. And I do have book club tonight, but I'm not planning on going. I think which is all that I have been doing over the last week, and I'm leaving for a week this upcoming Tuesday. It's currently Friday. It's currently Thursday. But I also kind of need to start thinking about it. But I think I'm just kind of like so socialed out that anything I did leaving my house like needed to just be me, if that makes sense. Like my own plan, my own just me, myself, and I, and Milo. So I'm not going to book club tonight. I don't think I have any plans Friday and Saturday. Tentative plans Sunday afternoon. Today was kind of like my first day back to reality. I don't know how to explain it. It's like our first day back where like I just kind of felt good after I think having such a low battery for so long, just from all the stuff I've been doing and like previous plans being made, and like they just like kept. So I think this was my first day after kind of like 2 days where work was busy or whatever, but I didn't have like other plans with friends. This was the first day where like I felt rejuvenated and happy and just like excited. And so I feel like as much as I haven't read much today, it's not something I feel bad about, if that makes sense. I feel still like happy with my day, and I think hopefully tonight I'll be able to pick something up. And then throughout the weekend, I've considered doing a readathon, but I don't want to like put that in writing, or like we want to pencil it in, not with ink. You know what I mean? We don't want to commit, but I've like penciled it in as like a possibility. Not like a 24-hour straight type of situation, but more just like hunkering down and maximizing my day with reading. So we'll see. But for now, I'm gonna hang out and figure out whatever the heck I want to do next. Wait, chat, quick. Are you someone that has to wash your new clothes before you wear them? Or like, are you a couldn't care less kind of girl? Because clearly, I'm a couldn't care less kind of girl. I'm obsessed with this tank. It's so cute and fun. Proud of myself for buying it today. With that, I was coming on here because I'm gonna watch the 2 WNBA games that are on tonight and actually get to editing on this video. I'm kind of just in the mood to edit. So I'm gonna take advantage of that because this, I'm sure, has a lot of footage. I know there's a lot of yapping throughout the last week, and so I just want to work on that, and then whenever I'm kind of done with it, like mentally, then maybe I'll read. But at this point, I just want to focus on editing because that's what I'm in the mood to do. So that's basketball is the rest of my evening. TBD if I end up starting a readathon tomorrow. If I am, I'd rather be like refreshed and ready to go for tomorrow. So it's kind of where I'm at. But I had so much fun with this weekly vlog. I feel like it had its highs and lows for sure, but I am nothing without a weekly vlog. So I had so much fun with this. I am hoping to film one soon when maybe I'm like back from my trip, because that's like a whole like family, lots of travel, all the things. Like I'm not filming that. That's too much work. But a weekly vlog when I get back and I'm kind of like getting back into a routine and I know that I am back and home for many, many months. I say that, watch something come up, but like when I get back, I think we kind of need like a reset kind of video. So I don't know if it'll be like a reset video, getting back into a routine. We'll see, but I know I'm gonna need it. So you're gonna have to come along with that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know that this vlog was a little, but it was raw and it was real, and that's all you can ask from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.